father's grave's right over here. Monsanto sued him in 2003 for saving their soybeans, which he did not do. He never grew a soybean in his life. Growing their seed, he didn't do it. Oh. As far as we could tell, he's the oldest man in the world to ever have been sued for saving seed since God created seed. He's probably the only farmer to ever beat Monsanto hands down. Even after the lawsuit was over, I couldn't make him believe it was over. He would cry and keep saying that, oh, they're gonna come back and sue me again. It destroyed him, it destroyed his life. He went to his grave, this grave, still afraid of them. He's at peace now, abiding in his destiny. It's pretty hard to take your 80-something-year-old father to federal court on a walker when he's falsely accused by a big corporation. Your opposition is a bunch of bunny rabbit lawyers wearing a $1,000 suit, suing a man that went to war for the freedom for some scumbags to misuse. Roll time back a little further when the earth was without form and he separated the waters and got him some dry land. I guess you could say God was the first farmer. And the first thing he did was he created grasses, plants, herbs, and trees that would have seed in itself, meaning that it would reproduce next year. My name is Michael White. I live in the rural northeast corner of Alabama. I'm a fourth-generation farmer. My great-grandfather's grist mill was out there, and I've heard my kinfolk say they would be 20 and 30 mules and wagons lined up out there bringing corn to be ground in the corn mill and wheat to be ground into flour. And old corn sheller, that's when you put an ear of corn in there and shelled it by hand. Corn would go in there, the cob would come out here, and the shell corn would fall in there. 1982, I saw a need for a seed merchant in this area, so I bought some seed cleaning machines. We bring the grain in out of the field or out of other bins. We bring it in here and it travels up through conveyors and comes down through this machines that gets the metal out and any kind of gravel or pebble, and then we bag it over there. I've been growing these seed about 20 years. Some of them may be 30 years. We'll clean these and replant them next year. That way I don't have to go buy new seed every year. I save my own, which saves me about $20,000, and I don't have to give it to some big agricultural corporation. Not many seed cleaning places are left. It's just got too dangerous. I mean, Monsanto sued about 7 farmers around here, and they threatened to sue 75 farmers. They spread a lot of discord in this community. I could still clean for the public, but it's too dangerous. Monsanto will send a private investigator in here with a load of seed and lie to you about what he's got, and then you clean them in your home. If them was GMO seed and I did it on that machine, it would be illegal. Get sued, lose everything you got. That would be called assisting farmers to violate intellectual property rights. That thousands of years tradition of saving seed is over with. I was told by officials in Montgomery that they picked me for a poster boy. One of their salesmen threatened my life, claimed they had already killed a person. If I showed any weakness, they just showed more strength, so I wouldn't back down. The day they had to fess up to the death threat, just immediately they asked to go to mediation. I refused to go, and they've been beating on me 4 or 5 years, and I wanted to beat on them for a while. They told me in court, said, "You got them on the ropes, what you want to do?" I said, "I want to knock them out." But most farmers are running scared of Monsanto, so they've got in line and they dance when Monsanto plays the fiddle. They got a pretty well-oiled machine. Slam a couple hundred farmers through court and they have to come out with their lips zipped up. They've silenced most of them except 3 or 4 of us. Most farmers go broke before they ever get cleared for a jury trial. I was cleared for a jury trial. I would fight them again. To the snow and hail before I give it to them. I don't think seed needs to be genetically altered. I don't think they need to be genetically modified. They have a gene called the Terminator gene. It's spooky. It can cause seed like I have to not reproduce. Monsanto and the companies, they have both ends of the rope. I can't sue them if their seed gets in my field, and I don't trust them. I don't know what they're capable of. These soybeans would almost qualify as organic. Probably would if I'd have done the paperwork. I feel like I'm producing a safe product, and 10 years down the road we find out some of these new seed are causing cancer, severe health problems. I'll still have a clear conscience. You eat every day and live once. If these new GM crops are so high yielding, how come the prices of grain is not falling instead of going up? The last few years, the seed price inflation was around 300%. Seed control, it's not a new weapon, it's a very old weapon. Pharaoh in Egypt did it, the Israelites had to go to him and beg for seed. It's just not morally or economically right to be able to patent anything that reproduces. I don't think Monsanto wants to starve people. I think they're in it for the love of money. The root of all evil. Monsanto's corporation is not a human being, it's an entity. It has no soul. It won't be judged on Judgment Day. Of course, all giants fall. History repeats itself, and their day's coming.